Yeah, good day, guys. Adelola Shokoya here. It's good to be back here to look at the market before we have the market open proper. So today we'll be looking at, firstly, like I like to do, look at DXY. And like I always like to say every time, we are looking at the DXY, that's the dollar, the US dollar index. That's the US dollar is the currency of the world. So it's very important that we pay attention to it. So I'm on the US dollar chart right now and the US dollar index chart, pardon me. So we'll be looking at, the likely scenario and also look at what the dollar index did last week. So basically, as you can see, if you actually pay attention to the video I did last week, I made mention of the fact that the dollar had a support, price, bounced off from here, from around this area, as you can see where I put that drawing, and then it bounced off, and I said I'm expecting price to pull back a little bit, from this support. And considering the fact that the market has been bearish, that the dollar has been bearish, because of what is going on around the world, the massive inflation going on in the US, that I expect the dollar to first of all bounce off from this support, which it did, and before we continue the downtrend for the dollar, before we continue moving downwards like this, that there's going to be a bounce here where I have this minor support, that I expect, price to bounce off here and consolidate a Y for it at this spot. And then, price come back here to test this support before eventually break the support. And also don't forget our analysis. If you have not been following me, I'll number one advice that you should subscribe to my channel so that when I put out videos, you'll be able to get updates, that I've put out a new video also, so that you can also go back and check my other previous videos. And then our analysis is based on what? On zone to zone. And the idea is that, when the price breaks a zone, like as you can see, like so as price has break the zone, that the price continue to move towards the next zone, as we have already drawn it out, as I already have it, all drawn out like this. So I expect price after, testing, when dollar comes back to test the support, to break the support, to come towards this next zone, and if you look at what is happening around the world, you see that the dollar is very weak right now. If you go back to if you check the 4-hour chart, you see that we've been on a downward trajectory as far as the dollar is concerned. Although we have pullbacks, what normally happens is that we have price comes down, as you can see, and then we have pullbacks, and then continue that trend, pullbacks, continue the trend, pullback, and then continue the trend. So, but it's been bouncing up from this support for a while. So I expect price to still continue that downward, this thing and come back and then continue and break the support. All right. So having said that, let's go check how other asset has been reacting to the way dollar has been behaving. For example, let's look at what gold has been doing, because like I like to say, anytime you have the other asset always react to dollars inversely. For example, if the dollar is going down, you have gold, Bitcoin, and other assets moving up. All right, all moving up. And as you can see, the scenario, if you go to I'm on the daily chart on the gold chart right now, you see that gold has already done its own gold has been on a very strong upward trajectory. Gold has been very bullish, right? And then you can see that gold has broken this major resistance zone. It has broken this major resistance zone, and now it's testing a minor support here. So and that's because dollar has been very weak. So for gold, I'm expecting gold to do a pullback from this $2,000 range, and it's sitting on the support around 1,974. So well, let's go check on the 4-hour time frame and see what we have going on with gold. All right, as you can see, we have a pullback I put out I put out a good sale on I think about 2 weeks ago, on our Telegram group. By the way, we have a free Telegram group that you can join. I'll be dropping the link in the description below where you can join. It's free, and myself and some of my other some other folks on the Telegram group drops trading signals on that group, every now and then. And then around this area, around this major resistance, I took a gold sell, and I remember I placed this the signals on the Telegram group like about 2 weeks ago thereabout, that gold should be coming down, and ever since it has really moved. That's really moved all the way from that place to this spot, and now it's sitting on the support. Okay, sitting on a minor support. So I'm expecting either price breaks the support, and either price go takes this major resistance and break this support and come here to test another. There's another minor support around there. We have another minor support around this region. We have another minor support around this region. So I'm expecting price to contest that space before we have a bounce back up to the uptrend. So for gold, what we have right now is just a minor pullback because the dollar has been very weak. And investors around the world, what they normally do, what people normally like to do is when currency is weak, especially currency as as global as dollars, people like to put their money out and put it in assets like gold and Bitcoin. Talking about Bitcoin, let's check Bitcoin also. So Bitcoin also has been, we have a pullback, on Bitcoin also from the major from this area around $31,000 price range, and then we are sitting around 27,000. So I expect Bitcoin to also move back a little bit, probably to around this area, around this around say $26,000, $25,000 before we have a bounce back to the uptrend. So so that's that for Bitcoin. Now let's look at currency. Let's look at EURUSD. For EURUSD, so looking at EURUSD, we can see that EURUSD has been kind of been on for some time now, has been pushing up, and you see that there's a breakout from this major from this zone, from this resistance zone. That was around this last day, and we're pushing up, since January. We've been on an upward trajectory, but for some time now, EURUSD has been ranging around 1.10. Okay, and then we see a bounce off here, around 1.09. So it's pushing back up to 1.10. I feel price is going to break this resistance. All right, so I'm looking forward to price breaking this resistance, and probably we'll be going to let me quickly, I want to check the next this thing we're going to be battling, as soon as we break this this resistance zone, this minor resistance zone. All right, we should be looking at, let's go check the 4-hour chart and see, or probably you'll see better on the weekly chart. So yeah, our next resistance point should be around there. This is too close. I think it should be around there, around 1.117, after we break out from this 1.10. So I feel, price for EURUSD, if we break above 1.10, we should be approaching this next zone. Break this zone, we should be approaching this, and that's 1.14. Don't forget that price move from zone to zone. So I'm expecting price for EURUSD to push further up. Now, if we look at pounds USD, they both of them, they always act like they behave as like I call them twins. They behave almost the same. So the same scenario is going on with pounds USD. We see pounds, already sitting on the support. But there was a pullback last week, and then it's beautifully sitting on the support, also pushing in the uptrend and approaching the previous resistance around 0.252. So I'll be paying attention to buy trades for euro and pounds. I'm waiting for a pullback, and then buying again, adding to my buy positions. So that'll be for this week. Like I said, if you have not joined my the channel, please ensure you do so. Also, we also have a free video out there that you can watch that explain the top-down analysis that will help you to how you can map out your major zones and your minor zones, and how you can analyze, how you can use the same analysis for any market, stock, S&P 500, NASDAQ, gold, currency, cryptos. So I'll be dropping a link in the group. I'll be dropping a link in the description below. You can join. You can watch the video. The video is free. It doesn't cost you anything. Just go there and just put in your email and watch it for free. So I'll be seeing you in the next video. Thank you.